The next question then is asking about the Brighton bomb and what impact that had on Thatcher and her approach to Northern Ireland. Well, when it comes to Brighton bomb, of course, it's a very famous incident where the IRA, they nearly killed Thatcher. If she'd been in maybe a different room or somewhere else in her hotel room, she would have been killed. But other people were wounded or killed as well, including Norman Tebbett's wife, who was very, very badly injured during the IRA. And Thatcher, very famously, the morning after this incident, she actually goes and still gives her speech to the Conservative Party conference that year. And what you see, though, from Thatcher, though, is very much the reasons why people either very much admire Thatcher around the world. The fact that you're going to heroically seems to be standing up to terrorism. And in the cabinet meeting a couple of days later, the documents show that actually her first thoughts are with the victims of the attack, the people who have been bereaved or have been injured by this. But then her thoughts again turn to security, where of course now she's thinking that, wow, even I'm a target, as politicians I really are a target for the IRA. And she orders a review of parliamentary security because the House of Commons and the House of Lords have different arrangements. So she's very much concerned that security should be improved upon and looked at and examined in light of the Brighton bombing. But also the Brighton bombing, it shows again how she sees the IRA in the context of really global terrorism. So Ronald Reagan, he telephones Thatcher to express condolences, they share some messages, and it's very much his communication revolves around the idea that this terrorism cannot stand. So the Brighton bombing very much confirms that Thatcher sees the IRA as terrorists, and she has no sympathy really towards their aims. But again, in terms of Thatcher's approach to things, you've got to put it into a wider context. During the Brighton bombing, you've also got the miners' strike happening. So again, Thatcher's not backing down against the miners, but she's also not going to back down against the IRA. And a couple of years previously, she'd also not backed down against Argentina over the Falklands War. So the response to Brighton bombing is very much in line with how she responds to other challenges of her premiership.